hope you're all doing alright. Welcome to my channel. I hope that if you like this video you subscribe and also follow me. I'll tag everything down below. Basically just a quick intro, as this is my first video. I started my YouTube, I started an Instagram, sorry. Basically an Instagram called Life of Lauren, which is just a like day-to-day thing of like makeup and things like that I get up to. So, and a few of you on there had asked me what I use, how I do my day-to-day makeup, because I use affordable makeup. So I thought, why not just do a video and stick it on YouTube and then everyone can watch it. So yeah. First of all, I'd like to apologise about background noise. There's a storm going on, and also my puppy is running around my feet. Come here, Money. Don't say hello to everyone. So yes, this is her. She's a Labradoodle cross Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Look, you're gonna look here, look. Everyone wants to say hello. So, and she's Molly. She's about 12 weeks old now. So yeah, she's crazy. So she's running around and there's the storm on. So I do apologise about any background noise that you might hear. So yeah, I've already moisturised my face. I've had a shower. And I'll use stuff in the shower to wash my face, but that's obviously a different thing. And all I use literally to moisturise my face is the Superdrug Vitamin E skincare like moisturiser. Absolutely love it. It's great on my skin. My skin can be very dry. I get all like dry skin around here on my chin, and especially around here, and I do like that. But then when I've got makeup on, my face will go very oily, and it also does at the same time dry out on my chin, the end of my nose and my T-zone. So, but I do like that, that works nicely. So let's get into it. So first of all, for primer, I use the Makeup Revolution Ultra Face Primer, Base Primer. It's 24-hour makeup protection. It's like a clear gel. Basically I just rub that mainly in my main areas where I do get dry. Put a little bit on my nose, under my eyes, and yes, I do use my hands for this. I'm not a makeup artist. This is just how I do my makeup and people seem to like it. So don't quote me on anything. But at the end of the day, everybody's different. Everybody's got different skin types. Everybody has different preferences. I'm not telling you to go out and buy this, but people have asked me, so why not just make a video on it? So yeah, I'll leave that. That's basically primed. And then for my everyday makeup, because I am quite pale, I've been using the Dream Satin Liquid by Maybelline. This is in Fair Beige. This is what I use all over my face. So I put my foundation on first, all over my face. Sorry, my mirror is behind you. So I use my beauty blender and basically pump like only little bits, because I don't want to go to OTT, because this is obviously everyday, and for my everyday makeup I don't really use a lot. I don't like to put a lot on. So I just like build it up. I don't like to slap loads on and then just hope for the best and hope to blend it in, because that's obviously not how I do my makeup. If that's how you do your makeup, that's absolutely fine. But obviously I'm doing this video about how I do mine. Oh lovely, and I have a spot coming. Great. So obviously if you want to follow me on Instagram, then that would be great, and subscribe, that would be even more amazing, because obviously I would like to do more videos, and if you have any suggestions and want to message me on Instagram, as I do, like I say, I use affordable makeup, because no, I haven't got loads of money, so, but I do like my makeup. Some of my makeup is higher end, as they'd call it, but these have literally been one-off purchases, like around Christmas time or something like that. That's the only like where I've got it from. I don't like just naturally go out and buy these things, because that would be impossible. So just bring that down, just hide that wherever that is. And I do like to put a bit on my ears, because me personally, I hate it when I put my hair behind my ear and my ear is a total different colour to the rest of my face. I hate that, and I hate, I've never done it personally myself, but when you do, which you do, I'm not slandering people, but you do get girls that get like a line of like makeup around here where they obviously haven't blended it. I hate that, so I do bring my makeup down onto my neck, so that it all blends in. Right, I think that's that for my, basically my base. Yeah, so put that back. Right, so then now from that I go on and do my concealer, which I use the Infallible by L'Oreal Paris. I can't really pronounce it. I'm crap at pronouncing things. I get all tongue twisted. But I absolutely love this stuff. I was using the Makeup Revolution one, the Define and Conceal, but this one I prefer. I do just think that it agrees with my skin a bit more better. So I put that under my eyes, around there, and I do bring it down my nose, on the end of my nose, on my chin. Let's get rid of that. And that's where I put my concealer. So, and then I go back in with my beauty blender and blend that out. And I just think that it's so nice. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't like dry. It blends out so nice. It doesn't take forever. It's like effortless. I've been using it for a while now, since it more or less come out. So I do like it. Like, if I didn't like something, then I would say, well, first of all, I wouldn't be using it. Second of all, I'd say, if I didn't like it. So I'll just use the other side to get the top of my head. And I do like to make sure that all my makeup is pressed in, so you will see me numerous of times be blotting stuff in, like pushing it in with my beauty blender, because obviously I want it to stay on my face. Around here, do bring it up onto my top lip a little bit. And because this is my day-to-day makeup and I don't go mad, obviously you can still see like what my actual skin is like underneath, and obviously I know no one likes, girls don't like to show off the spots and things like that, but I'm not too bothered if they are slightly showing, hence round here, because obviously it's natural. Do you know what I mean? We all get spots, even like men, so it's not like it's a surprise like, oh hello, I get spots, and it's unusual to get that, because that is not the case. So that is my concealer done. Right, and then for my like contouring my face, or whatever you want to call it, bronzing, or I go in with the Revolution Conceal and Define. This isn't the new one, this is the older one. I haven't actually used the newer ones yet, but basically this is in actually this is quite dark, C15. I didn't actually realise it was that dark, but I do put it on and it does look dark, but then once I've blended my makeup in like all together, it just all blends in and it looks fine. And I do get complimented, like I say, on my makeup all the time. I don't put loads on, and literally that is it. And then I use the bottom of my blender and just rub that in, and sometimes I do give it a little bit of a push, just so that it does blend in nicely. So and that. And I do suck in because I'm not thin, so I can't see. My face is a bit chubby, so I just like to make sure that I'm making my defining lines properly, as they would say, to define my cheekbones and things. And with this, I do try and stay in that area where I've put it. If not, then I slightly bring it up. I never bring it down my face, because obviously we're trying to lift everything and define ourselves, so you have to work up. So like pushing it up slightly with your beauty blender or your brush, whatever you use to put it on with, to blend it. So that's that, and as you can see, obviously it's now my face is a bit more defined, and this isn't like going out makeup, so it doesn't need to be over the top, well, not with what I prefer. And then next I go in with my powder, which I actually use a old like pressed powder thing that's now empty, and I absolutely love this. I use Revolution's baking powder in lace, because it's like, it doesn't wash me out, it's got a little bit of a slight tint to it, so it does like make my skin nice. Absolutely love it. Use it all the time. So I'll put that. I don't put like loads on, and I don't leave it. I don't brush it out or anything like that. I just pat it in just to dry, just to keep everything down. I like quite a matte look, just because that's my preference. Some people don't, some people do, that's totally fine. I'm getting it all over my top, and then I drag it down here, just so, and then down on my chin. You don't need a lot. It is quite good like that. And then, even though I just said I don't brush it, I do actually get a like clean fluffy brush and just quickly brush over my face, so that if there is anywhere where it's like stuck or there's a little bit too much, or it just blends it in that little bit better. So that's that. And then for my contour, my powder that I used to go over that, I either use, which this I've had absolutely ages, and it's Rimmel London's like 3-in-1 like contour thing, where you get like a highlighter, obviously your contour bronzer, and that there's nothing left in there. I think that actually broke, I didn't use it all. So I actually use like a little angled brush, and I just work that over the top of what I've already done, just to also mattify, but it just like re-highlights it where I've put it, because obviously I've just put my Revolution other powder on, and it just tends to lose it sometimes. So yeah, it's just like a slight, just brings it out again. And if I don't use that, I've got a big Revolution palette down here, which I do sometimes use. I tend to switch between the two, which is this one, and sometimes I use like these shades for blush, and also this side to do what I've just done. I've never really used the yellow tones. I have actually used it sometimes to do eye makeup. I use that palette more or less for all types of things, but mainly I use it to go over my contour that I've just done and blusher. So right, I'm getting where I am at now. So that's that. And then for because I do like blusher, so I put blusher on, which is a bit dirty, but this is from Primark. It was £5. It's matte and shimmer blush palette, called Pure Blush. As you can see, I do use this a lot. I use mainly these two top colours. I use that for my blush, that for my highlight. So I just use this brush, dab it into the blusher, and I just build it up to the point where I'm happy with what it looks like. And this also just brings, obviously, it all together with your bronzer and like your cheek. So I'll put that on there. That's just like that. Gives me a bit of colour. I do also just put a little bit on my nose. I can't remember who I was watching on YouTube that did that, and they were like, oh, it just gives you that like sun-kissed look, and since I have done that, I quite like it. I quite like the look that you get from it. So yeah, I'll just run a little bit on my nose so it looks like I've got a bit of a, because I do not tan. I literally go red and then back to white when I'm in the sun. And then I just use like a little brush like this. You could probably use it for your contour, but I use it for my highlight. And I put that in there and literally just run it just along the tops of, I don't bring it all the way down here, but I just brush, and I don't bring it all the way up here. I just literally brush the tops of my cheeks with it. I know it's not out there in your face. It does give you a nice like shine though. And for a Primark one, I like it. Obviously this is a day-to-day look that we're doing, and I just do slightly pinch the brush normally and put some on my eyebrow bones, also on my nose, not too much, and my cupid's bow there, like that. And that's what I do with that. And then just get rid of these. So after that, I then go on and do my brows, which I use 2 products for my brows. I use the Revolution Pro pomade, which is in medium brown, and even though my hair's quite light, it's like a mix between a grey, silver and a blonde, because I do dye it, sorry. I do personally like my brows quite dark. That's just me, that's how I like them, not everybody does. And I use this like little squared brush, and basically I use this to outline my brows. My brows have actually been tattooed on. And I've had them done twice a while ago now, and back then they were fine, but now obviously I prefer them a little darker, and obviously they've lightened off because that's what they do. They're not permanent. So I do actually want to get them redone darker. So I'll actually let's see. And I don't like to spend forever on my eyebrows. I've got a 3-year-old daughter, so I can't be spending in the morning when I've got to get her to nursery. I cannot be spending forever on my makeup, because I've also got to get her ready and sort the dog out and things. So to be fair, the last thing that's on my mind in the morning is doing my makeup. So I use that, and then I also go in with this, I don't actually know who it's by. I'm more than positive it's a, oh no it's not, it's a Rimmel London Professional Eyebrow Pencil, and this is in black brown. So, and this is what it looks like. It comes with a little brush, but I've never used that. And I use this to just darken up the ends of my eyebrows so that they're like got sort of an ombre look going on to them, because your eyebrows are all meant to get darker nearer to the ends. Oh, are you coming to say hello again? Get down then. So I do that, and then just quickly run it through just to give a few streaks of dark in there, and then I'll go back in with another angled brush and just blend all that together, and also make sure that the beginning of my brow is blended out, because I don't want some like sharp, very dark beginning of my brow, because that's just not natural I like to try and keep my brows as natural as possible, and sometimes if it is a bit too dark, I will go like that with my fingers just to get rid of a bit of product. So that's that. And then sometimes, which I'm not going to today, I will use the Rimmel London Jelly Highlight Illuminator. I don't know what colour this is in, but this is like a gel, and as you can see, I've not used a lot of it. It looks like I have, but I actually haven't. I don't actually know what's happened to it, but it's, and sometimes I'll like put that in the corner of my eyes and then re-highlight my brow. That's also depending on the day. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but that is included in sometimes my all-day makeup. And then I go on to do my eyelashes, which I have actually run out of, but this is Essence. This is their Lash Princess. I think there's about 3 or 4 of them in this like set, and they're different colours, but this one I love, the green one, and it's amazing. I think it's about £3 or £4, and I can't recommend this stuff anymore. Like, it's really good. I've been using it for ages. I tell all my friends about it. People comment on my eyelashes when I've got it on because it just makes them really long. It's just really good. I can't rave about it anymore. So if you want a cheap, really good mascara, then this is the one. But because I ran out of that one and it wasn't in stock, because sometimes it is quite hard to get hold of this, so it must be quite popular, I went back in and they had this one out, which is What the Fake. So this is also, it's a nice mascara. I do prefer that one, but I just use this first to, it's like I put like a bottom coat on. I love getting my inner corner lashes, so I do use that. So put that on. Sorry, my mirror is behind you, I can't see what I'm doing, but at least you get to see what I'm actually doing quite close up with my eyelashes. And then I just use this quickly just to do like a top coat on my bottom lashes. Just making sure I've got them ones. So I use that as like a bottom coat, and then just recently I've been doing that and then going over the top of that with the Telescopic Extra Black L'Oreal mascara, which is this one. That's amazing. The first time I used it, I was a bit like, oh my god, and it was like a bit, I got it everywhere. But now, obviously, because I put one on the bottom, it seems to help a lot. Just like applying it and things. Because I do like my lashes to look quite long. That's just like the look I like to go for. So I just use this to go over the top of them. I try and get them, my lashes, as separate as possible, and then I just also run this along the bottom ones, as you can see. My eyes watering a little bit, that's not what we want. So yeah, you can see from that my eyelashes look long. So that, with that other one from Wilko's, I love. Then last but not least, I do my lips, which is probably where I use my more expensive makeup. Is that on my... yeah, it is. So I use the NYX Suede Professional Lip Liner, and this is in the shade, I think quite a lot of people use this. It's actually in the shade Sandstorm. I think there's quite a few YouTubers that watch this, that use this. The main ones I follow, I love Jamie Genevieve. She's like my top one that I watch at the minute. I know she uses this, so I just use that, and I can't do this talking, I slightly overline my lips. And then I use that to colour the corners in. I think I need to sharpen this. So yeah, I just overline my lips slightly, colour in the corners with that also, and then I use the Kylie and Khloe Kardashian collab. This is the Cocoa collection. Is it Rogue A? I don't actually know what colour this is. Oh, it's in... this one's Bunny. This is like the brown one. You get like a set. I think there's like more pinky ones, but this is more of a matte. And they're just really nice colours. I absolutely love them. This was a Christmas gift also. This is what I mean, my most expensive makeup or Christmas gifts or something like that, or birthday. So yeah, that just goes on like that. These are really good. They dry down matte, which I absolutely love because I like my matte makeup. They stay on really well. I do carry this around with me. I do take it in case I go for like food or something like that and it comes off. I do top it up, but it does stay on really well. And then just to add a bit of definition to my lip, I also go in with the Superstay MAC Ink Rimmel London lipstick, which is this, in the shade 05 Royalist. Is it Loyalist? Not Royalist. And literally I put that there, and then like in a little X and bring it down a little bit there, and then I just dab it in to blend it, and that's that. Get rid of that, take my hair, oh my god. So to finish it off, I'll do all that, and then I use the Urban Decay All Nighter spray on my makeup. I can't believe I forgot this. And I literally just, that is it, and that helps my makeup stay on all day. But my eye is driving me insane. So yeah, that's that. That's how I get my everyday look. So yeah, like, subscribe, give me a message on Instagram. I'm gonna like link everything, I want to put in the description what I've used, and also links to my Instagram if you want to follow me. So yeah, thank you, and I hope to see you soon, and I hope you subscribe. Bye.